Refrigerator. The man from Sullivan County gives out free Energy Saver appliances to poor folks like me. When I ask him if they have larger models than that, he tells me we'll work something out, winking in my kitchen. I just hope by the time my looks and charm wear off, I will be self-sufficient enough not to need the kindness of strangers in order to receive an upgrade on the economy model. Know what I mean? This is called potential. I am at an age where realizing my potential is no longer a viable option. Either I am there by now or come on, how much further can I go? I am at an age where waiting for my true love is looking a little sketchy, and songs from the 80s, even though I detested them at the time, pop up in oddly nostalgic forms like Silly Putty, Mood Rings, Boy George, Spandex. I am at an age where it is either now or not ever, walk the talk and don't complain. Baba Ram Dass wrote Be Here Now, and I read that paperback soaked with philosophy like a raft needs air. There are people who do things just for the love of it, and I want that. I want to sit in a dusty print shop composing wooden squares inked with the alphabet. Reversing the black with dedication completes the rest. In the early 80s, when New York City was soaked in urine before Eisner approached Ed Koch alleys with Mickey's tail and frozen yogurt cones cost less than $5, you could buy a store for rent for under $1 million. No one knew that diamond in the rough would cut such a lovely cloth, or hard hats would bounce from roof to roof lined with jackhammers, expanding anything wealthy financiers imagined. Trump's developing heyday was only beginning, and who cares if Ivana left him dry in the 90s? He was so knee-deep in commercial property by then, she could have stolen everything, and still the game was good. More than good. Grandiose, gargantuan, American, Hungarian. It didn't matter what style of home cooking. The land was plenty and dishing out plenty of it. Even I was a happening commodity for about 5 minutes on 39th and 10th when the film center was transforming into quite a little mecca for George Lucas animators. There was never a shortage of cocaine snorted on the digital equipment console exposing frames. Even my boyfriend was dealing out of the lab. I myself never did acquire a strong enough taste for any substance other than art, sleep, men, and music. But millions of mathematician geeks swam in the stuff daily, believing it was the hippest thing since Mickey met Minnie in Technicolor and fell in love with her red bow. And that's how it should be. But these days, 42nd Street is devoid of the seedy side that separates good from bad, rich from poor, right from wrong. No. Now it's all under the same neon mall parading a holy cause, and you got to send donations to the $10 million man or else you'll be damned. Thank you. Popcorn. I once had a boyfriend from Princeton who used to tell me my ass was fat and moved the plate away from me when we went out to brunch with his friends. He'd spend my money even though his family was rich and withhold affection on a consistent basis. I'd make him popcorn when he drove over to my apartment, and one day he asked me, Jill, why is your popcorn always red or blue? I answered, oh, it's made in the same pot I dye my lingerie in. What? Are you trying to kill me? Maybe I was. Gotta watch out. Those rich boys. Every rich boy I've ever known pressured me for sex wearing loafers with no socks, red-faced and lost in bed, sweaty palms void of compassion, and no amount of money could have prepared me for Barry Steinberg, who crashed his daddy's Saab and BMW by his 20th birthday, but not before throwing me out of the passenger side door because I wouldn't go down on him. Hell, I didn't even know what that was. And not even his Roar 714 split neatly in half was going to get me through this event unscathed. There's getting high, and then there's numb, and I'd have to be dead in order to deal with that, which brings me back to rich boys.